everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and welcome back to Antimater Chemistry. We are in a very, very, very different place, aren't we? Watch this. Whoop! What in the world is going on here, Piggy? What have you done? Well, here, let me show you. So, I have built myself a structure with different rooms. So we got this little room. We'll come back to this room in just a minute because that's probably the more complicated of the rooms. But I've got myself a hallway with colored themed rooms so I can quickly and easily figure out where in the world I need to go in this structure. So in here in the green room, we've got all the different foods growing that we've got. Got me some watermelons and pumpkins, some beetroot, potatoes, carrots, and netherwort. Now this thing is supposed to do something where it says, let's see, growth crystal, tier 2, tier 3. Okay. So it says it can be used as a water source. Sponges cannot be placed around it. Checks up to 5 blocks up or down. Works in a 9x9 farm, fast growth. So 9x9 means 1, 2, 3, 6. So it should be covering these two. And it says it checks vertically up to 5 blocks up or down. Okay. Well, when I harvest these things, I was going to say, I'm not noticing any sound. There we go. It doesn't really look like it makes the stuff grow much faster. I mean, I guess so. I'm looking at, see, that says 0%. That says 14. Now, the ground is hydrated without any water around, so that's definitely doing something. But see, this stuff is just kind of sitting there. But if we give it a little squatsies, this stuff seems to grow a little bit faster. See, there we go, getting some final reaction out of this stuff and some growth. So I'm not quite certain if this block is actually working, and it's just I'm so used to being able to squat and make stuff grow fast that I'm forgetting about vanilla mechanics and timings. I'm not quite certain. Let's move on down here. We've got ourselves this room, which is the sugarcane and cactus room. Figured I'd go ahead and make a tall room where everything could grow really, really tall. And you notice that we can't really see outside. That's because I wanted this to feel like some kind of a laboratory, like we're dealing with antimatter in a different universe. And so maybe this is like a sealed up area or something. And then we've got this room. This room's the tree room. And I can't remember who had suggested it, but they said if you'll grow these dark oak, it's a whole lot better. So I have made sure that this room is big enough that we can grow dark oak. We'll just vein mine this at a block somewhere near the middle of the top. And we get a bunch of drops. And so we have a chance of not only getting wood, but also getting apples as well. Go ahead and put that back right there. I don't have a drawer controller. I probably should. I just like the symmetry of how this looked, and I didn't want to add one yet, but we'll probably end up doing something. And then I've got just some different stuff stored in here that's wood-themed. And then over here, I wanted to put a blue wall right here, and I don't have access to blue antimatter yet, so I haven't done it. But this is going to be like our little fishing room. So I got like a little fake tree right here, and some light coming in from outside, and just a little bit of water, and all my different stuff from fishing right here. So that's what that is. Let's come over here. This is the dark, dreary room because we have access. I went ahead and moved the nether portal, so we have access to the nether. We have access to the deep dark, and I've left myself room to expand because I got to looking here, and it looks like, see, enter the deep dark. At the end of chapter 3, we have Land of Sands, an autumn land we have to go. So that's 1. The end, that's 2. Chapter 5. Maybe that's it. I don't see any more dimensions anywhere. So we have potentially 2 more dimensions to add. So I've left myself a little room to grow. And then we got this. Massage Crazy Storage Room. I went ahead and redid all this. So we have chemicals all along this wall. Not chemicals. I guess elements would be the right word. It's just the singular moles. And then here we have the triple moles, which is basically more complex chemicals. Things that are combinations of this stuff all fit over here. Then I have all my different slots for colored antimatter. And then a bunch of slots down here I've not really decided what I want to do with. And this is kind of like overflow. Not right here. but this is all like overflow mess of what's going on, and I haven't really sorted it, and we just got places for regular antimatter, bunch of different metals, stuff that I've been smelting up, all my tools, and all of the technical bits that we're going to mess with. Now, I haven't set up refined storage yet. I want to set it up, but there's a certain way I want to do it, and I'm not quite certain how to make it work yet, so I'm going to hold off. Now, this room is kind of like Crafting Hub Central right here. So we've got our Tinker Smelter. This thing's massive, okay? So looksies. Got quite a bit of space in there now, right? And I got, let's see, 8 nuggets of molten silver, some blood. I had this thing, I had the portal still up on the surface. Oh, I gave away where I am. And a zombie pig fell in there, so it gave me some blood. And then we got 2 molten electrum nuggets. All this stuff down here for different Tinker's Construct, whatnot. And then a little output. I got some hoppers underneath here, and we can pour 4 different blocks at the same time, plus the casting basin. Got our little cook stuff right here, place for fuel, and then I've got my different furnace generators right here, powering the dissolver and the combiner separately. And then I've got these hoppers. Oh, I need to upgrade that to diamond, don't I? So the way this works is we go in here. Chemical dissolver will just dissolve anything that you run into it. This one, will create based off of, oh, there's no power in there. So let's show you how this works. All that stuff's out of there. Okay, so let's see here. Let's take some coal. We'll dump that in there. And so this has got the target recipe for andesite. And so what I do is we can do this. I can flip this switch, okay? And I can come over here and dump stuff in here. It's just going to sit there. And when I'm ready for it to start passing through, I can flip that switch and it'll start passing through. The fastest hopper available. Made myself some diamonds out of carbon and just upgraded that. And that's going to start running into here. That goes into this hopper, pulling it out. And this is like the chest. It basically picks up all the items coming here and starts outputting it. I'll show you all this stuff in just a minute. This is all really cool. So if I want something to just back up in here, I can flip this switch and it'll stay right here. Maybe I'm wanting to make something and I don't want it to go into storage. So I can flip that switch and it will start backing up right here. Flip that switch and it'll end up in this buffer to go into storage. This kind of works the same way. Different switches to control it, and we can dump stuff in the chemical combiner, and we can power it right here. That's powered up. So this right here, this is really cool. I've got this compacting drawer, which several of y'all have mentioned. Speaking of mention, let me make sure my notes are open. Several of y'all have mentioned, hey, Piggy, you got a compacting drawer you hid away. You want it as a reward. So I stuck this on top of the cobblestone generator, and it gives me the ability to have compressed cobble, so I didn't have to do all that manually by hand. Bonk, bonk, right there in the corner. And I can flip this on and off. So let's flip this on. Now it takes just, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds or so for this to start working. But pretty soon here we're going to see I don't know if it's the highest level of compressed. I think it is. I think I filtered for that. And like I said, it takes a minute. See how slowly this stuff's moving through pipes? There it goes. Now it's starting to come through there. And now we can just start making tons of items. I'll flip this off for now because I don't think I have enough storage buffer over there to handle that. Right here, I've got this set up where we can pipe these items out. And I've got it where it'll pull it into this chest for now. Eventually what I'm going to do is pipe this over to this dissolver. That's what's going to end up happening. But I've got to get a way to pump infinite water into these things for that to work. So this is kind of sitting here at standstill. It's on standby is what it is. So with this, the way this works is we are pulling items out, running it over here to this drawer controller, and this drawer controller is powering all the stuff in that room. You can kind of see outside now. The way this is working is I have got this double compressed cobblestone as my whitelist. That's the only thing we're allowed to pull through the pipe. This is affected by a redstone signal, which means that lever I flip on the other side will turn this on and off. And when we flip it on, it'll start to pull cobblestone through there. I put this as a little buffer right here, just, so we have a buffer. And then I've got a reinforced servo. I think this is just something left over. And, I know why I did a buffer. because this is going to input more than just cobble. And I've noticed if you have pipes and they all connect, sometimes items will go in instead of routing the way you want it to. It'll turn around and go the other way, which is just screwy. So I've got this as a buffer or storage area in case we get backed up. And this is going to allow me not only to run cobblestone here, but all of the mineral stuff coming out of these buckets, they're going to make their way over to this buffer chest as well. And then from that, it gets run to the dissolver. So that's kind of what this little system is. And then we'll jump up here, and this will start to make more sense. This is where I used to be playing. This right here where we're standing is where all the storage used to be in that room. That has since, so you can see the big hole in the ground I dug right over here. That has all since been demolished and rebuilt. We can kind of see the upper parts of the buildings right here. And this, I'm not going to fall in there, but this is how big the Tinker smelter is now. This is how much fluid we can actually hold in there. It's how tall it is. Let's jump down here and you can see how tall it is. See? Pretty big, huh? Yeah. Now, several of y'all have mentioned, hey, Piggy, be careful putting different materials in here because it will alloy, and it did. I ended up with a couple of alloys by accident. So you're probably asking, why in the world do I have such a large smelter? And it's mainly because of this. Because this allows me the ability to dump so many more items in there and let them smelt and walk away. And then I can just cast these, and eventually I think what I want to do is you can see that white block, there's a space underneath these blocks, and so I'm thinking what I'm going to do is put routing pipes through here and route all those metals and stuff eventually over to this storage room somehow. And so that way I can probably get like compacting drawers so I can see the nugget, the block, or the ingot version of all the different metals. So that's kind of what that plan is. And that's what I got going on here. That's what we got in our new build and our new laboratory that we're working on. Now, Magpie Tier put in the comments, he said, hey, Piggy, you should get your skin to look like you got a lab coat on. And I love that idea. So here's what I would like you to do as the audience. Somebody make me a skin, okay? You can download my skin. I don't know exactly what the name of the websites are, but the Pigglesworth, that's my IGN, my in-game name. You can use that name to download my skin and see if you can draw a lab coat on me. And then here's what I want you to do. You need to look down either at the beginning of the episode, I had the link, or you can look down in the description area and you can see a link to my Discord channel. Go over to my Discord channel and you can post pictures of different skins. And I will pick one. I'll pick one of the skins and we'll have Lab Coat Piggy so he can be working here in his science lab doing all this cool stuff. Okay? So a couple different really cool comments came in. Let's see here. Where did I put it? Where did I put you? You, Devnol. I was told how to use this thing. Piggy. Piggy. Take and put some cobble in the Devnol. So let's squat and left click. That'll give us so do I just do, how do you put it in there? Would it be like that? Maybe if I hold the dev null and right click? Oh, okay. So if we hold the dev null and just squat right click, now I can put an item in there. But it won't let me back out. There we go. So I hit escape. Dev null 64 cobblestone, and somebody said that I can still use the cobblestone, but the cool thing about this is if I go on a mining expedition, all the cobblestone that I get, it'll just be immediately like null, which means nothing. So all the cobblestone won't fill up my inventory. It'll just be deleted, which is really cool. So we're definitely going to have that as one of our tools when we go mining. Matter of fact, speaking of mining, let's go ahead over to the Deep Dark real quick. I'll show you this really cool tool that I've got. Y'all had mentioned all the different the little rewards that I could get, and some of the rewards, like we found out with the goggles, have to be attached to armor that you use from Tinkers. So it's like even if I get those items, I can't really use them. So the hardened upgrades, I think was, let's go back, chapter 2. So we'll look, the reward. So we've got satchel, traveler's knapsack. That has to be attached to a piece of armor. The goggles and the cloak have to be attached as well. The hardened upgrade kit is something we're going to need. And the satchel is supposed to be cool because the satchel is an item that we can hold. It will hold items, and eventually we can upgrade it. So we can make it hold more and more stuff. So the hardened upgrade kit and the satchel are the two things that we probably want to do. And I think we've got 3 still available. So let's see here. How do I claim the reward? That's what I'm trying to remember. Maybe this one? Click you. There we go. That's what it is. So we definitely want the satchel. That'll be 1. And we definitely want the 2 times hardened upgrade kit. Now here's what I'm wondering. Oh my gosh. So I could get another hardened upgrade kit or another satchel? Is that what it's telling me? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've got one more I can choose from. So all I want everybody to do is down in the comment section, tell me, should I get another satchel or should I get a hardened upgrade kit? Which one's easier to build? Whichever one's easier to build, I need to get the other because I want another satchel and I know I'm going to need another upgrade kit to make my machines work better. So whichever of these two are easier to build, I'll build it myself and I'll use the other as a reward. How about that? So let's see what's in this satchel. Nice. Information. It's a satchel. Lets you carry more things. Will not store some objects. Okay. Can be enchanted to increase storage capacity. Well, okay then. So that's awesome. Can I wear it? Nope. I could the knapsack, I bet, on armor, but we'll leave that for now. And the hardened upgrade kit we'll leave as well. So let's go down here. This iron pickaxe, this was suggested that I build. And okay, so it was build an axe out of paper. All the different components out of paper. And then you can make this little reinforcement piece out of any blank cast and 8 pieces of obsidian. You make 5 of those and apply it to the 5 upgrade slots. And you can see now that this tool is unbreakable. I swapped out the head with a metal head, so now it's magnetic too. And I added a bunch of redstone to it, so it's haster. Now, I wish that I had the ability to also add lapis to it to make it fortune. I'm probably going to have to make a different pickaxe for fortune. But this thing has finally gotten up to mining level diamond, and it's unbreakable, so I can use it forever, and it will never break. And I'm adept with it, which I think means that I can mine a little bit quicker with it. So we'll jump down here, and I'm going to show you... I notice whenever I jump down here, I get a little glitchy for a minute. I think it's the game trying to load a bunch of mobs. So let's see here. I've got some beacons that I set up. I've got that one, crazy ore. Where's the green one? Why is it not showing up? That is so strange because you can see on my screen. Oh, there it is. It's down there. Even crazier ore. So let's take a look at these two. We've got crazy ore. It's not that, is it? Piggy, you didn't try to say it was that, did you? And look, we're not collecting any cobble because of the dev null. So is it saying right here does it do an X, Y, and Z for the beacon? Maybe I already broke it by accident, or maybe it was just this purple stuff. I don't know. Ooh, stay away from the lava, Piggy. Stay away from the lava. So the cool thing is, because this thing is unbreakable, I can use vein miner. Maybe it was just this stuff. Zen ore. So let's do vein miner and break all of that. When I break it, it only gives me this. So no matter what color it is, it gives me this Zen stuff. So I'm not quite certain what that's all about. What I want to do is be able to stand on a block that's not going to be affected by the vein miner. I guess let's do like this. Let's place ourselves a piece of cobble. And now I'm going to do vein miner on this cobble. And see how I just took it away? And notice we're not taking any damage. Ooh, but we did level up. So what's really cool is I can use this to clear out cobblestone very quickly. Now with the dev null, that's even cooler. And I don't have to worry about going on a mining session and my pickaxe breaking and wearing out. So let's see here. I want to get over to this other cool ore real quick. I know some of y'all are going to freak out because, oh no, I just went in a circle. But even crazier ore, how do we get to you? I knew I had a path over to it. You know what? Let's just dev null our way to victory, right? Oh, we got some water sticking with us, so that'll be good. Oh, diamonds are Piggy's wife's best friend. Let's see here. Jump down here. Actually, I'm Miss Piggy's best friend. Miss Piggy's... Wait, I said that totally wrong. Not Miss Piggy's wife. Mr. Piggy, yeah. So this stuff, draconium ore, pickaxe level obsidian. I'm not allowed to break it, so I'm going to hold off on breaking that and need to go make a diamond pickaxe. But this stuff right here, I get the feeling that draconium ore is going to be quite important. Oh my gosh, more diamonds! Are you diamonds too? Nope. All right, you come with me, guys. And then somebody else had mentioned, hey, Piggy, don't bother building ladders to get back up. Just use the home command, which is exactly what I do. Whoop! We'll just head back home. Look at that. Awesome, awesome. Let's check here. Because somebody else said, hey, Piggy, this takes a second. Whenever we leave that dark beneath area, for some reason, it takes a moment for all this stuff to catch up. Somebody said right-click on the trophies that I get. So do I right-click here, or do they mean place it and right-click? Oh my gosh! Gives me the ability to fly. I believe I can fly. So what was the other trophy I got? I keep getting these heads, too, these zombie heads. Maybe that was the only trophy I got for now? I think so. And found a bunch of these resonating redstone crystals. I know those are going to be important. Oh, there's some more, speaking of. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Let's see here and just make sure. Right-click trophies that come across. You can pump large items into a screen. Okay, so these screens, not that. Not that. These task screens, 1x1 and 3x3s. So later on, there's going to be certain tasks we have to accomplish, like we have to get, I think it's like 10,000 buckets of water or something like that. And so instead of like 1x1 picking out a bucket of water from a source and dumping it into the screen, we can use a pipe and just pipe it into the screen. And so that's what those screens are going to be. So I'm thinking about making like some kind of control room or something with a bunch of different screens in it, and maybe we can use it for that. So that's what that'll be. And let's see here. Anything else? Anything else? Somebody had mentioned having an ender pouch and linking it to an incoming ender chest. So I guess like I could go on a mining expedition with an ender pouch, and then it would remotely send my items back to this dimension and into this storage system. So that could be pretty cool as well. There we go. So before we are done with this episode, let's go ahead and actually accomplish something, because I do not remember hitting that button. Watermill. I think I was looking at that. ME fluid storage bus. The obsidian breaker. That's really cool. What we can do is using the home command, I can go into the nether through here and then use those obsidian breakers to break the portal in the nether to gather obsidian real quick. Type home, it will teleport me back here, and then go through there. It will generate another portal, and then just rinse, wash, repeat. That was another great viewer suggestion as well. So let's see here. And this is the only thing. I haven't got my computer hooked up yet. There's some kind of interface that goes from the refined... I can't remember if it was refined storage or ME. I know once I look at it again, I'll pick the right one, because there's one I definitely want to use that y'all said was so much easier to use. But I want to put the computer screen right here and then run a cable over to this storage system, but I don't have the ability to build the piece that will let me interface the drawer controller and the drawers to the electric storage system. So once I have that going, Then I'm going to put that screen here, and so that way we can dissolve and combine and craft things all right here at this one central location. That's why this is still wide open, because I still want to be able to add in the computer and all that kind of stuff. So for now, it's going to be just a little bit of annoying. We got to run back and forth, but I think we're getting pretty close to where we're going to be able to make those different things. So a manganese ingot is something we want to build in the chemical combiner. We need 16 for one, and I need 4. So I think what I figured out was for the 4 ingots we're going to make, we need a stack of each material. So Mn, we need a stack of U. Let's go and get all this stuff off the hotbar. We need manganese, scandium. I think that's SC. SC, UC. And see, this will be so much easier once we get that whole interface thing figured out. So scandium, indium, In. I think this was one of the newer chemicals. Do we have a stack yet? Oh man, just barely. And then osmium, OS. Where are you? I know I've seen, there you are. Do we have, yes, just barely a stack of that as well. So let's come over here. We're going to do this. We're going to get ourselves some kind of an achievement going before this whole thing is over with. That's going to be in a chemical combiner. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and set that recipe. Let's lock this so that we keep it right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and dump all these materials in here, because these materials, actually, this will be so much better because this, there we go. So this is just going to go ahead and, because we got this recipe, it's going to pull items through there. So we got our 4 manganese. So we can go ahead and remove that. Do this, and see, it just, I love this. This is so much like, my heart just loves automated stuff. So having access to automated things makes things nicer. So apparently Piggy can have nice things. He just has to set it up right. So let's go ahead and make these ingots as well. We'll go ahead and remove that. And then we can go and do our osmium. And that will start doing that. And then this is going to be our quest completes for this. And we can get an idea of what our next items are going to be so that we can get ready for next episode. So let's check the quest book. That's right, we're still waiting on that. So you guys let me know what that one's going to be. Let's check here. So we got device frame components, no rewards at all. Just, be happy. A accumulator. Craft of accumulator. This block sucks. I guess it's going to vacuum stuff up, but I'm not quite certain. But it's going to give me a wood to iron chest upgrade. Okay. Scandium ingots with no reward, but that's getting us one step closer to machine frame. The indium ingots as well. That gives us no reward, but crafting that machine frame is going to give us access to quite a few different things, which are going to be fun to build. It means we better, hopefully that aqueous accumulator is going to help. We really need to start getting some more electrical infrastructure going, and I know some of y'all have given me some suggestions for that. So let's see here. Osmium can go away. Drop of Evil, I've got the vacuumulator and the machine frame. So I think we can actually go ahead and build the machine frame. Do I have the glass? If we've got the glass, let's go ahead and build that real quick, just so we can have that done as well, and we can start accomplishing more in next episode. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. I'll have to, where did I put the gear? There's a gear. And then let's see here. Whoop. Using different positions in the chemical combiner for, I think it's silicon dioxide. Is that right? Let's see here. You just get in there. I know it's not efficient, but we're going to go ahead and do it. R for recipe. Silicon dioxide. Yeah. Different positions of silicon dioxide in the chemical combiner will give us andesite, diorite, granite, sand, gravel. You know what? Here, R for recipe, Piggy. Don't do that. Somebody else told me. Hitting the wrong button there. So U for uses. We can make some nether quartz. We can make sand, cobble, smooth stone, obsidian, gravel, granite, diorite, andesite, flint, soul sand. What are you? Dark stone? Sky stone, and Certus quartz. So there's a bunch of different cool stuff we can build with that. So I went ahead and did that off camera, and probably need to put a crafting bench right there, but as the game freezes, we'll run over here, and let's see here. We're going to go ahead and make that machine frame real quick. You get made so we can get ourselves no achievements at all. Just be happy you made it, Piggy. Gosh, quit looking for rewards. And it's still driving me crazy that we can't click anything and make that stinking check mark go away. I don't know what that's about. That's a little annoying. See all these as well. Wait, Piggy, you got rewards. That won't let me click it either. No. More recipes unlocked. I got those, didn't I? I got clay. That is really odd. Why do we have all these green check marks everywhere? I don't remember seeing that. I guess the green check mark is just to let you know that you accomplished it. Maybe that happened in one of the updates and I just didn't catch it. That might be what it is. Oh no, I don't know. But Peggy's losing his mind and making a super long episode. But if you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. And if you want to see more of these as I release them, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to be notified by YouTube, click the bell. Click the notification bell. I'm going to go ahead and sort out all this mess and get myself ready so we can start working on these different recipes. You go away. We don't need you anymore. We can get ourselves ready for next episode. And that's when I hope to see you is in the next episode.